Let me start off by saying that everything is connected. Everything you see on TV is connected, from politics to events to news headlines to sports. Now, I'm sure all of you have heard something about Kobe Bryant's death and the mystery behind it and conspiracy theories. Now, I'm about to connect sports events with all of the stuff that I just now said. I just did a 25-minute video on this. I'm going to try to take it down to 5. So I'm not going to be as detailed because no one's going to pay attention. You try to figure out and connect the dots. I'm going to show you what I did. So this was my prediction on score. If you look to the left, this is actually what happened. I was almost right on. So I've got a little bit of clout here. If that field goal was a touchdown, my score would have been exact. Now, Gianna was 13 years old and her number was 2. 13 plus 2 is 15. Now, if you take those numbers and you put them all backwards, it's 31, 20, and 51. Now, I came up with my score based off of Kobe Bryant and Gianna, Kobe Bryant's number and Gianna's age backwards. If I had just stuck with Gianna, I would have had that exact. Okay? I'm not going to go into too much detail. You connect the dots with what I show you. So here I'm showing you just an example of Nancy Pelosi. So the Super Bowl was Super Bowl 54. It was the 49ers against the Chiefs. Now, if you really wanted to break that down in a comical way, you could say it was Nancy Pelosi who represented the California. She was the fifth. She represented the 5th district. She was the 52nd Speaker of the House, and the Chiefs represent the Commander-in-Chief, Donald Trump. Okay, so if you look at some of these numbers, you'll see stuff like the 12th man for the 49ers is Richard Sherman. Number 31, which is Gianna's backwards, is the score of the game. I'll show you the 111 later. And the date numerology from her birthday to March 26th to the Super Bowl is 54 days. Now, she's actually turning 80 years old this year. The 49ers with the loss became 5-2. Kobe was 5-2 in the finals. So now I'm connecting her to Kobe as well. All right. So 80. You notice that Bryant equals 80. So if you take from January 31st, which is the first game after Kobe's death, to the start of the playoffs is 80 days. 2 months and 20 days, which is like the Super Bowl 2-2. And if you take 11 weeks and 3 days, Bryant equals 80, Kobe Bryant equals 113. Now, knowing what I knew about Gianna Bryant and her name backwards, I went ahead and wrote out her name, realizing that she might be a sacrifice for the Super Bowl. Now I'm going to connect her to the NBA Finals. So Gianna Bryant is 126, just like the day that she died, and Super Bowl 54, and the number of days from Nancy Pelosi's birthday to the Super Bowl. So 54 is 126 and 54 as well. Okay, that was Super Bowl 54. So sacrifice of the Super Bowl for 54 is what I'm thinking. Now, I wrote out Gianna, and I noticed the number 46. Now, I didn't really think much of it until I started seeing a lot of other 46 connections. And then I thought, wait a minute, when I went to look up the NBA Finals, June 4th, or 4-6 backwards, is Gianna 46. June 21st, which is the end of the finals, is 126 backwards, or Gianna Bryant 126. So I thought that was kind of odd. Next, 46 and 51 connection. Now that we know that the total score was 51, I wrote out 51, and it equals 100. It happened to be the 100th anniversary of the NFL. 5-1, I noticed that it's 40, and 1979 was 40 years ago. There was a total solar eclipse. It was also the first year of Joe Montana's NFL career. This year was Super Bowl 54. It was known as the Joe Montana Bowl because he played for the 49ers and the Chiefs. I'm trying to go as quick as possible and try to get this really fast. Sorry if I'm stuttering. So I also noticed a 76 here, which made me connect some dots later. The Sikorsky 76 was the helicopter that happened to be the helicopter that Kobe Bryant died on. Okay? It also equals 51 and 74. This year is the 74th NBA championship. The total points scored in the Super Bowl, 51. 76 is in the name of the helicopter. 5-1 equals 76. So I'm starting to connect the 76ers now. The S76B equals 46, which equals Gianna. So here we go. Joe Montana Bowl, 74. Joe Montana, 54. Joe, 51. So I showed you the connection there. The 76er connection. So Philadelphia was Kobe's hometown. It equals 101. Kobe died right off of Highway 101. From his birthday to the day that he died is 22 weeks and 3 days, or 322 backwards. If you don't know what that is, that's the secret society that was founded by the Bushes under the Yale Skull and Bones. 322 is Skull and Bones. I went ahead and wrote out 322. It's 101, just like Philadelphia and the highway that Kobe died on. Skull and Bones, 41. And 202, 76ers again. 49, which happened to be the 49ers that just lost. So you see what's going on here. Next, I type in helicopter, 111. Syracuse, 111. Something else that was in the news, Billie Eilish. And it's something I do all the time. If I see a news event, I'll just randomly type it in and see if it's connecting the dots with some kind of sports event that's happening at the same time. So I noticed 111, 111, and 51, which happened to be the score of the total score of the game. Now I'm connecting 51 with death, all right? And then I see Patrick Mahomes, Montana, 78, 111. So I'm noticing that 78 we're aligning. Maybe Kobe Bryant, born 1978, was rebirth. This is the new era. Patrick Mahomes is the comeback kid. He's going to be the new face of the NFL. He won the MVP of the Super Bowl. Also, 74. Sikorsky equals 74. 74th NBA season. S76B. There's that 46 again that connects Gianna. I'm going to be connecting that 46 to the president. He was born in 1946. Also, Philadelphia 76ers were called the Syracuse Nationals during this era. In 1963, they changed their name. Happens to be that Michael Jordan was born in 1963. Donald Trump was born in 1946. 1946 was 74 years ago. Donald Trump is 74. That connects to the 74 from the Sikorsky that Kobe died in. That also connects you to the 74 from Joe Montana Bowl and the 74th NBA championship. See if there's any other 74s connections here. There's plenty of others. I'm only telling you 1% of some of the stuff that's out there. There's already guys like me that have been putting out there stuff like this all the time. When they see this, they're way beyond me. I just started this. They're going to be able to pick up stuff that I haven't even thought about, and they're going to be able to write probably pages and pages and videos upon hours and hours of stuff on this. So, Kobe Bryant equals 113, 41, and 157. He died at 41 years old, 157 days after his birthday. He died the day after Kobe Bryant passed him in points in Philly. All right? Kobe died 24 years after entering the NBA. Now, what I noticed is both Bryant's death connection to the NBA Finals. Okay, Gianna and Kobe died on January 26th. The NBA Finals start June 4th. That's 6-4 or 46 backwards. That is 131 days. When I take that 131, I immediately think of Gianna died at 13, and that's forward and backwards 13. It's also 4 months and 10 days. Kobe died at 41 years old. So there's the connection there. Now, Kobe's birthday connection to the final start. So his birthday to June 4th is 41 weeks. He died at 41. Gianna's birthday connection to the start of the finals is S76B. She died 34 days. Or sorry about that. From May 1st, her birthday, to June 4th is 34 days. She happened to die on that helicopter, which is 34 and 46. And here we go, 4 weeks and 6 days or 34 days. There you go, 46 and 13 again. Now, Donald Trump was born in 1946. There goes the 46 connection again. Kobe's birthday connection to the finals end. So now what I did was I took, knowing that 54 is a big number, it connected Gianna, and knowing that she's so critical in this, I said, okay, from the start of the finals, 54 days later, it comes out to June 12th. So I said, maybe the finals end on June 12th. So I took that date and I plugged it in from Kobe's birthday to the finals end date of June 12th would be Game 5, which means they could end the game going 4-1. LeBron James could be 4-1. Now, if that happened, that would be 42 weeks. All right? Now, remember that 42 weeks. And 41 just happened to be Kobe's died at the age of 41. You might think there's nothing big about that, but 42 weeks. Kobe's number backwards is 24. Now, Gianna's birthday to that same date is 42 weeks. Now, what are the chances of it being, or 42 days? What are the chances of it being 42 weeks from Kobe's and 42 days from Gianna's? Again, that's 24 backwards, which is Kobe's number. And I've already showed you how they turn things around and turn things backwards. Now, I also noticed the 111. Now, that's a huge number in gematria. I'll show you that here in a second. You'll see, and that's where I'll show you the 111. Right here again, helicopter, 111, Syracuse, 111, Patrick, 111. So that's where I'm seeing the 111s. Now, I also noticed that when that was 111, see where that's at. All right. If you go from a year before that, it comes out to 11 months, 11 days. It's 11-11. Okay. So when I go from the preseason to the finals, end date, just something extra I was doing, I noticed that it was 239 days, which is the 52nd prime. And that's something I haven't shown you yet, but they like to work in prime numbers. 31 is a prime number. 51 is a prime number. 41 is a prime number. This was the 52nd prime, which is 239. That 52nd, I immediately think of Nancy Pelosi, which is 52nd Speaker of the House, which the 49ers went 5-2. Kobe was 5-2 in the finals. They all lost. Kobe died. 5-2. So that's the connections that I see. Now, just so you know where all this is going, I started seeing 11-11 September of last year when I turned 42. Now, it just so happens to be that if you know anything about numerology, this is a master year, 22. I happen to be born on a 22 date numerology, which means I'm like a master teacher builder. It's a very rare number, and this year is supposed to be the new beginnings. So I'm sure some of you have heard about or thought, hey, you feel like something's going to happen, and you've heard about out with the old, in with the new. You've heard of Donald Trump draining the swamp. Not that you like him or not like him. We're in a different age. It's the age of Aquarius. The age before that was Saturn. It was ruled by time. You've seen Hollywood pretty much say time is up. We're in a new era. You saw the connections that I made. You're going to see other people make 10 times more connections than what I just made based off what I'm showing you. I'm going to try to get this out there. Good luck. Let me know what you think. Word.